of times, then we read it again, and then we'll put it away for a while. An evening in the country. On a country road, in a drunken stupor, a cigarette hanging from his lips, sweat pouring from his face, losing control, me he ran over. I thumped around under his truck. He swore, never stopping, hit the gas. Big Chevy truck rode off into the night. He did not look back. Fright, pain, darkness, death, seeing my body in fractured light. Eye splattered, dust and dust, body mush, blood and fender, my brain bust. Body still warm, sweat rising in the heat. Protruding bones, a mangled, bloody, tortured mess. Bowels cut loose, shit and piss running down my leg. I did die quick, only saving grace. Dogs came, drank my blood. Ravens ate my flesh. Flies laying their maggot young. A passing tramp rifled my pockets. My remains laid till morn, next to a dead cat. Torn complexion, ashen slate gray. Body stiff, cold to the touch. Scraped from the pavement what was left. Firemen hosed down the sewer. The cops never caught him. That bastard who ran me over never did cry. I hope you like this poem, Edgar Allan Poe.
The next person on the list is
John. People are supposed to sign that blank piece of paper.
what is it?
What is it?
What's
I was just about to tell you, John, but you interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt you. Stop talking in between, but okay.
All right. If they're not on the
only list for the
Oh, Iris. Okay.
yeah.
I know what it is.
Bonfire.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about
Many a time and often in the Rialto, you have rated me about my money and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for suffering is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat, dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Go to them, you come to me and you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so. You that did voyage a room upon my beard and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say half a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low and in a bondsman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this? Yes, sir. You spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day. Another time you call me dog, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much monies? Why, look you how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me. We'll supply your prison once and accept no joint of usage for my monies. And you'll not hear me. But this is kind I offer. This kindness will I shall come. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond and in a merry sport. If you repay me not on such a day, such a place, such summer sums that are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken from what part of the body pleaseth me. Okay.
A little Shakespeare there?
Little Shakespeare.
Bow before the bar, you guys.
I haven't.
I'm going to slow down this Gary Bond.
Yeah.
You write that yourself?
I hate all this poetry. I had to do something. I had to do something. I hate these. I hate them so. I did find one that I only loathe a little bit. So. Okay, so I'm doing an old poem. because Amanda's here and she's going to take it. So, the Downtown Museum.
Oh, yeah.
I want to tell you a story, but nobody listens anymore. So I've given up speaking audibly. What follows is my recorded testimony, and nothing can penetrate the isolation I find myself mirrored in. Not the senseless murder of Dr. Brundage, not downtown revitalization, not even the somewhat sudden demise of the King of Pop. Now either I'm going crazy and Larry is regaining his faculties, or Larry is really onto something and it is I who must bear witness. After weeks of dissonance, Larry has learned to play chord progressions on the piano. His playing has an elusive rhythm, but it is one that touches me. Yesterday, Larry went uptown, I don't know where, and I really missed his playing underneath the buzz of conversation, underneath the clap, clap, clap of the dominoes, underneath the excessive volume of the big screen TV with no picture, mind you. Underneath, he sounds like Thelonious Monk, and when it filters in, I am grooving to Larry's music. At its core, the museum is both fascinating and diverse. You must see it to believe it. It is where despair and hopelessness meet mental illness and testosterone. The museum is a living organism, human artifacts on display in a real-time exhibition. So it is probably something more suited to a play or documentary, something to accentuate the moment-to-moment dramatization of one's own personal issues. The mental illness is pervasive and imposing. Perhaps as much as half of it is undiagnosed, and perhaps most of it is untreated. And those diagnosed fail to understand the importance of taking their medication. Oh, by the way, I am one of the actors in this real-life drama. So did you see where you could get a free AK-47 if you bought a new car, new truck? Suppose if I give a gap, they'll give me that Hummer with the gun turret and 20 caliber machine gun. Texas. All of my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Today, Larry sounds like the great McCoy Tanner. This is a rite of passage. Now, Larry is giving a concert whenever he plays, and I'm sure now that he knows he's on to something. Larry is everyone from Juan Valdez to a cross-dressing manic depressive. He is everyone you know, an everyday action exhibit. Coming attractions, animated exhibits on bipolarism and schizophrenia, and all that is excessive compulsive. Toledo does not need downtown revitalization. Downtown is plenty vitalized with living organic sculptures, energized by extreme and excessive substance abuse. No, not everyone, not Larry. I don't know how to clinically define Larry's malady, but he plays avant-garde classical jazz piano. How? And is that not redeeming enough? And what's up with all these vacant houses while people are in the street homeless? Seems like a natural marriage to me. These are not bums like before. After all these foreclosures and business failures and outsourcing of jobs, working Americans are in the street. Bet you never considered that. Back in the day, it was unheard of for women to be at the mission. Now there are women, lots of them, and children too, exposed to toxicity, promiscuity, despair, and waste. Are you listening, county commissioners? Are you listening, Governor Strickland? Can you hear me, Barack? I say this because Fannie Mae is not the people of the United States. General Motors is not the people of the United States. Wall Street, Empire Country. I'm dying. When I left, Larry was using the pedals, allowing his sound to swell. As his